Hello everyone, this is Tina from Tiaza's Treasures, and tonight I'm going to be sharing with you 5 cards I made using Spellbinders March 2021 card kit of the month called Celebrate Spring. Pretty much everything I used is from the card kit with the exception of a few different standard dies like circle dies, scallop dies, and my own adhesives. Everything else is pretty much from the kit and you can duplicate, except I think everybody that's watching this is talented enough they don't have to duplicate my cards. So anyhow, moving on, I took a scalloped circle die and I popped it up, and then I placed a pink circle die on top of that. um, I like the way the pink cardstock matches with the plaid pattern paper that I used. I think that's the whole point of a card kit, though. Everything's pretty much matchy-matchy. I won't be doing an unboxing. I'm sure everybody that wants to has pretty much already seen the Spellbinder unboxing from numerous different channels who do it so much better. So anyhow, I took a couple of die-cut bunnies and I placed them in the center of my circle there. Kind of they're looking at each other. They're so cute. The one's got the little clover and the other one's got the little bow. I like to think they're like boy and girl bunny, just kind of flirting with each other for the spring. And so after I added the bunnies, I'm going to be adding a sentiment on the top that says from your friends. That's cut out and stamped from the kit. The kit included some word dies and, well, some word stamps and some dies that cut out those stamps, which is always so nice. It makes it so easy when you're making these cards to get them to look really good. I love the way sentiments look when they're die cut out. And so I also added some clovers on a diagonal that really draws the eye in. Um, they're from the kit as well. And then using the pad paper, I'm putting the word adorable underneath because these bunnies are adorable, using the puffy glitter stickers. And so I've got those all on there underneath, and I'm adding some hearts, little gold hearts that are actually scrap from the next card you'll see. I used a die that comes with the kit that you could use as a frame or as a border die, and it makes little clovers that anyone who knows when you cut out a clover, you're usually left with little hearts as scrap. And so I put them as embellishments on this first card. So moving on to the second card, using a piece of the pink cardstock that measures 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, I put on the pattern paper, which measures 5 1/4 by 4. Now this is the die cut border die that I was telling you about, that you could use as either a border die or a frame, and in this case I used it as a frame using the gold cardstock that comes in the kit. I love this gold cardstock. I went on Spellbinder's site trying to find this specific cardstock, and the only place you can get it is in these kits. I bought some different gold cardstock from them, some mirrored stock, that it wasn't the same. It's like this is more like a foil, where the cardstock on their site is more of just a mirror with that paper backing. So if anyone knows where I can get this cardstock, let me know. So anyway, I made a frame in the center of this card, and I'm going to be popping up a giant floral that came in the kit. And I just love these huge florals. They just make these cards just pop. So I popped this up, speaking of pop, and then you saw me kind of trying to stick in with my pokey tool a few places where you could see the foam tape. And so around that, I'm adding a few more of the die cuts, the little foliage that really gives a little bit more dimension and interest to these cards. And on the bottom, I will be placing the sentiment with love that I had already previously die cut out. And again, comes with the kit. It is really great. You know, doing these voiceovers is a lot harder than I thought. I thought it'd be easier to do these cards and then do a voiceover, but I'm really struggling. I think this is my fourth or fifth attempt at this voiceover, and this is the furthest I've gotten so far, and this is only card 2. So anyway, I take this card and I put it on a card base, and then I am coloring in this flower with a Spectrum Noir glitter pen. And that, well, I thought it was that, but no, I'm adding some gems that came with this kit. And that's that for that card. Now for card number 3, I made a card base using kind of the light purple that came in the kit. And I'm putting the pattern paper that's got these cute little, it looks like, what would they be called? Little banners all over with some gold foil in the paper, I believe. And I'm taking this banner, The Best Time, and I'm cutting it down to give myself a little bit more room on the card. And, well, the first time I don't get it exactly even, so I go in there and I kind of even it out just a little bit. And you will see I put that on the card in the upper right hand corner. Now I'm just kind of collaging these tickets and the foliage a little bit, trying to rearrange them in a way that you can read everything on them. I could have just put them there in any mishmashed way, but I'm like, what's the point of having sentiments on these tickets if you can't read them at all? So I'm trying to get them in the best little configuration I can. And then because I know if I take them off of the card and try to glue them where they were, I'll totally have everything in a new spot. I'm going to take a little bit of press and peel stuff that I always keep in the house, and I'm going to use that so I don't mess up where everything is. So I went ahead, and I know where this is going, so I peeled that off, and I'm putting it in that corner there. And now I'm going to press, first I'm going to put some glue on everything that you can see. And then I'm going to pop it over onto the card. So, as we're watching me glue, real exciting stuff. See me, I pop it over and I get everything just about where it needs to be, except that little flag there. So now I'm really burnishing everything down so it doesn't come back up when I pull up the plastic. I love that wrap. That is just so handy. So now I'm gluing everything that kind of came up a little bit, getting some glue underneath there where I didn't get it before. Oh, you saw my head for a split second. My curls. And now I'm putting some more gemstones, more than I usually use. I'm trying to make them look a little random here, but that can be hard for me. It's really hard to do random. So that's card number 3. That one was quick. And moving on, we're getting really quick here. So this is a piece of pattern paper that I really liked. It has those dark words with some little hearts, and I put that on some black cardstock from my stash. And you won't see me doing it, but when I'm done, I'm going to paste a piece of white cardstock in there with some decorations so I can write on it. So I took the little grass die cut from the kit and this little bunny here. Now I cut that out with some alcohol-friendly cardstock, and I use Copic markers to color the little flowers and the little pink on the bunny ear and the bunny nose. I got them a little too pink, but I wasn't going to recut them out. So I figured I would at least use that adorable little bunny that came with the kit, the bunny die, for at least one card. And so that's what I did. So I got them all colored and put together, and used the sentiment, "You Are My Sunshine," popped up, and now I'm using some little yellow gemstones and putting them on the card. And oh, voila, that card's done. We're moving right along now. And this is the 5th and final card. I'm taking what I believe I made that green card base, and I'm using this green flowered pattern paper. I think that's my favorite in the kit. It's kind of busy though, so you can only use it for so much. And I put that on the card, and I'm going to be popping up this little window die that came in the kit. And I'm going to try to get it even. You're going to see me bring out my T-ruler, trying to get this even on the card. And while I get it straight, I think I have it still a little off center. So, you know, only me. I struggle to get it straight on the card, and I still don't get it in the center where I want it. But it turned out pretty good anyway. It's a handmade card. It's not going to be perfect. So I put that little window. See, there I go, trying to get it straight. And voila, not centered. So I take the window, I put it on, and then I take this little, looks like a flower box to me. So of course, where do you put a flower box? You're going to put it underneath the window. And I struggle. I've got foam tape. I had the foam tape a little high, so I got to move that down a little bit and put that on there. And you don't always see it, but then I put it back on the card, get a little bit more glue underneath there, get everything nice and secure. Now I take the sentiment, what did it say? I don't know. I did it so much earlier that I can't remember what it says. I stamped it and die cut it out, and I will be gluing it to the bottom of this card. Let's all discover together. What does the die cut say? What does the die cut say? Maybe I should start singing. You are not alone. That's what it says. You are not alone. Well, it looks kind of lonely there. We've got the bird. I struggle to put the bird. I put too much glue, and now I can't pop it up to move the bird's feet in. But we have the adorable little bird. I gotta say, I love birds. Now I bring in some more Spectrum Noir glitter pen, and I glitter up my flowers, and then I can't resist putting a little bit on the bird. And that is the last card. Well, thank you for watching. I'm back in real time trying to show these cards off. Please let me know which one you like, or if you don't like any, or if you like them all, that's fine too. I'm sorry the bottom two are a little bit out of frame. But this has been my 5 cards, 1 kit. Thank you.